And we're off. Welcome back, Scam Podcast. My name's Josh. That's Malcolm. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. Thank you for everybody that downloaded this weekend. Biggest download weekend of the show so far. I keep saying that because it keeps being true. So follow us on Twitter and Instagram at scam_podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's right down there. 2 words, Scam Podcast. If you listen to the audio only, come watch the show. There's going to be some videos we do show on the show this week, so you might as well just hop on YouTube and watch it there. And if you're into video games, follow us on Twitch, Scam_podcast. Did I miss anything, Malcolm? I think that's it.
No.
Let's just get right into it. Before we get started, I wanted to make an announcement. I just wanted to, Malcolm, I want you to show me a little fucking respect this episode because you're currently talking to...
You'll never get that.
You're currently talking to a man of the cloth. That is my certificate from the American Marriage Ministries.
Congratulations.
And I am ordained minister of the American Marriage Ministries. And I have the full authority to perform all duties within the tenets of the church.
You had my respect. I thought you got married, but now I just realized you can get people married. And that's no respect.
I went down on the scale.
Yeah.
Yes, my sister is getting married this weekend. I'm performing the ceremony. So there's also another announcement. This will be my last episode with long hair. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. So this is the last time you'll see these luscious locks.
Bold move.
Yeah, big time bold move. I've also been like not shaving my beard at all, like not even around it.
I got a little extra down here, but
yeah. But I've been letting it grow free because I'm like,
hides it.
If I'm paying $50 for a goddamn haircut, you're doing the beard too. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I tell you what, you want to know that I've been thinking about this. You want to know the biggest indicator of fucking inflation, dude? It's fucking haircuts.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it was $10.
Yeah. You also used to get that fucking bowl cut though. So did I. But
no. All right, I'll say 13 when I was getting fades. When I was getting fades, I've still gotten a fade every once in a while. Dude, it was 10 to 15 bucks in Florida. Highest I seen was in Baltimore, like it's 25 bucks when I was like 22. Now it's gone up like 10, 15 bucks in the last 3 months.
Yeah. Well, see, back when I was making like big time
money. And I tell you what, the product's less.
It is. But back when I was making like I was making really good money with this job I had where like I just didn't even care. I was getting like $50, $70 haircuts, sometimes even, $100, $200 haircuts, like whatever. And it looked good too. It was worth the money. And then like when things got a little tighter, I was like, I went back to like the regular barbershop thinking save some money. It was still like $40. I was like, what the fuck?
The urban barbershop.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. I had some dude, it's always here in Florida, it's always some like Spanish guy, doesn't speak any English. I just have to put number, how many fingers I want, how low I want it. You know,
I'll put any Spanish barber up against anyone, dude.
Yeah, they're good. No. I'm not saying I'm not knocking them. They're good. They're definitely good. It's just in Florida, you don't have a choice. It's just that's what it is, you know. So
for a while, I was going to this place in Denver called GQ. They fucking free alcohol, get a little neck massage in the beginning. It's a little weird and sexual, kind of. Chicks in there. You're like, all right.
It's like the dude from the Salt Bay thing.
Yeah.
You're like, touching you down.
You want to wash your hair? You're like, what does that mean?
As long as I keep my pants on, do whatever you want. All right, so let's hop right into it. Again, thank you for everybody that reached out over the emails, podcastscam@gmail.com. If you want to email us like these wonderful people did. We only got a few questions, but we got a lot of this week, Malcolm, and it's perfect. Thank you so much for everybody that did this. We got a lot of weird sexual fetish stories.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
I remember I asked for something, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah. I think you asked for that, right?
Yeah. I was like,
I think you did, right?
All the weird shit you do, or how fast do you break it out?
Well, again, purposely, someone has to write these down so we can tell them on the podcast. So I briefly looked at them so I could be in shock just as much as you're about to be. But this first one, I read the whole thing because I could not understand it. So we'll start with that. I dated a chick that said she was really into choking each other during sex. And when she brought it up, I thought it sounded pretty hot. So I decided to go along with it. The first time we did it, she was on top, and all of a sudden, I just woke up. She literally choked me unconscious. Decided the next day that was a red flag, and I could not continue dating her. Listen to this.
A red flag in any.
Yeah, she tried to murder me, dude.
Yeah.
So I decided not to stop continue dating her. She's now married to a youth pastor in my hometown, and every
Oh
time
my
I see them and
God.
their kids on Facebook, it creeps me out. Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding. That dude's into some weird shit.
Or maybe she doesn't break it out. Or maybe she went to God after that. Was like, I almost killed this guy during sex.
Could you imagine just waking up and she's just like, she's got a towel on. You're like, what
Yeah.
happened?
She's got garbage bags out and a hacksaw.
She's like, oh, you're awake.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Good. All right. So again, for all these, I left the names off just so.
Tell you
we
what,
get
that
to
chick's gotta have some powerful hands, bro, to choke you out.
Well, the other thing is, if it's a weird sex thing, she might just know the exact
Yeah,
right
like
spot.
a rear naked choke or something.
Yeah.
Giving
like
him a
fucking
fucking reach
Khabib.
around.
She's like fucking Khabib. Like, yeah, could you imagine being if anybody watched the fights on Saturday, it'd be like that dude would be like Gaethje waking up after fucking Khabib choked him out. He's just like,
I don't want
all
that.
right, on to the next. So I dated a guy. This one's from a female, I think. Actually, maybe not. I dated a guy who during sex would only talk to me in goo goo gaga baby voice.
Whoa, God.
My cue to
Where
leave
are
was,
these-
I know, dude. My cue to leave was when he asked me if I would be comfortable if he wore a diaper like lingerie, and I changed him.
That is so. I've heard this on other podcasts.
Same, I've heard this one before.
And it's just like, that's so common. You think that's because they weren't taken care of as kids?
Or like big time mama's boys. Like they only got, you know what I mean? Like they got everything they wanted,
Yeah, 'cause they say something like, yeah, when you're a big mama's boy, like the line sometimes it gets too close now, lines get crossed or
Yeah.
some shit.
Yeah, but they look for like a chick just like their mom. Yeah, I've heard that too.
What movie was that in? Christmas Party. That dude
I don't think I've seen that.
TJ
That's with
Miller.
like Jennifer Aniston, right?
Yeah. The dude's like trying to get this chick to fucking rock him to sleep. This Asian dude, it's fucking weird.
All right, so back into this. She said,
Okay, hold on. What if a chick did that to you?
"Not
Would you
interested."
still in?
Nah, that's like where I draw the
Would you-
line. Is like weird role playing and stuff. I can't do that.
Would you finish the night though?
Of course,
I can't do
of course.
that. We could still
I meant
finish.
like going forward.
And then
like,
I'm never
after
gonna
this.
talk to you again.
Also depends how many drinks I had.
Yeah, right. Because there's been times I've had too many drinks and you could confuse me for a fucking throwing up on myself, shitting myself.
Yeah, like the next day, she's like, "Man, I loved it when you were talking to me in that baby voice." You're like, "What?" Oh, you mean my Jack Daniels voice? Oh, yeah. So she continues. That he wanted to wear a diaper like lingerie and have her change him, and then she said, "Hand to the sky, true story." Because I guess she assumed we were like,
I love
"No
that.
way, dude."
I'm stealing that, dog. Even though it's a common one that nobody uses, but I'm stealing it.
Yeah, hand to the sky.
Hand to the sky, dog. Hand to the sky, dog.
All right. So this would also be a guy that you would consider a manly man, country boy, who worked construction and basically lived in the gym. After sharing the story, one of my friends also said she dated a guy that would call her mommy during sex.
Dude,
Oh.
what the fuck? What the fuck?
That one's creepy, dude. That's creepy. That's creepier than the goo goo gaga shit, I think.
Dude, if I even all right, let's say on the internet or any situation where like and the chick's name is my mom's name,
Can't do it.
Killed
Can't do
instantly.
it.
Like it doesn't matter how hot she is, like this is weird, dude.
Yeah.
Because then
Well,
you gotta say, that's weird.
it depends too, because it's like, can I call you something else? But
Yeah.
you have a cool middle name I can use.
Yeah, but could you do that? Could like if someone was your mom's name?
No, I would have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, on to the next one. Thank you for writing that one in, because that one.
Chicks can call me daddy.
Oh man. All right. I heard your question about weird fetishes, and I wanted to share the most bizarre one I came across. I briefly dated this girl who was certifiably insane. And he put in parentheses, the crazy ones are always the most fun.
Yeah, definitely.
She has this fetish where she wanted us to role play where I was a rapist. I did not feel comfortable with it at all, but she kept insisting we try it. Finally, I gave in one night after a few drinks. It was the most awkward and uncomfortable I've ever been while having sex. After that, she kept talking about how great it was and wanting to do it again, to the point where she said we could only have sex if we were role playing me as a rapist. Very soon after that, we broke up. And years later, I was talking to someone who also dated her, and he said he had the same exact experience. Still feel weird even talking about it. So
I was gonna make a sick joke.
yeah, I was thinking that too. To be honest, it's like, listen, I'm tired of doing all this rapist shit. If you want, I'll just get a guy to come over here and rape you. I just don't want to be the guy.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, I know a guy that'll rape you, no problem.
He'll even pay us. Come on, babe. We need the money.
He'll steal your shit after too.
You know what? And I heard he'll choke the shit out of you unconscious. You know, call you mommy.
Yeah, right.
All right, so that's it for the fetish stuff. Thank you guys for sharing your stories. If anybody else has any stories out there, we'll read them because that shit's fascinating to me. Oh, wait. Someone sent me someone did send me in one of the emails, they sent me a story from Reddit. Like, this isn't my own story, but I saw this a while back and made me, when listening to your podcast, I thought of it. So this is what it says. This is a Reddit post from MILF and Cereal. I didn't see the name before. That's great. MILF and Cereal. So he or she said, my friend worked at a BD. Right, warning here. This one is like, it needs like, what is it called? Like a gold star. Like if you get sick easy, you shouldn't listen to this.
NFSW or whatever.
Yeah. No, that just means not safe for work. This means like not safe if you want to have dinner later. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. All right.
So my friend worked at a BDSM toy shop, and this guy would come in with his significant other a lot and buy a bunch of stuff. They started talking and getting to know each other. And one day, this guy, who we'll call Fistifer, clever name,
This fucking guy, MILF and Cereal and Fistifer.
starts telling my friend their fetish. Essentially, the guy really liked two things: getting fisted and mac and cheese.
Oh,
This is where it stops getting funny and starts getting disgusting. He would have his significant other fist him and mac and cheese in her fist, leaving the mac and cheese in his asshole. Then he would shit it out, jerk off on it, and I forget if it was him or her. One of them would eat it. Either way, I thought I heard it all until someone told me that story.
Jesus Christ, dude! You know, you know they say like, what is it? The real world, it's like stranger than fiction or whatever.
Yeah.
You remember that movie, fucking Rat Race?
Yeah.
Where they're like all betting each other, and then
Yep.
he brings in that hooker, and he's like, "I want you to like feed me baby food and fucking jacuzzi full of Pepto Bismol." While you fucking, you know what I'm saying? This shit is weirder than that.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy is like, the crazy thing to me is like, these stories are wild, but when you think about that's what gets them off, that makes it so bizarre to me. Like, what happened in your life that's what makes you?
I mean, and what are the gambling odds? You find somebody that's just like, all right.
oh yeah. That's the other thing. You got to find someone that's like, mac and cheese, say no more. I'll cook it. You know?
Yeah, fucking soulmate, more like fucking whole mate, dude.
Right. All right, that's all the fetish stuff. We do have two other emails here. Some questions. First one is for me specifically. It says, Josh, being a Bucks fan, how do you feel about this Antonio Brown signing? The off the field stuff to me just makes it such a high risk. And watching the NFL mic'd up from the Packers game, they all seem to be pretty close in that locker room. Why chance messing up the chemistry? On the other hand, it's AB and for cheap. Guess we will see how it turns out from Hank. Yeah, I kind of have the same thing. It's like, don't really need it at this point, especially the way the offense looked on Sunday against the Raiders. But it's nice insurance. Like if someone, Evans or Godwin, they've gotten hurt in the past, or with COVID, you never know, man. You never know with COVID. Some weird shit, is going on with that. There's a guy in the Jaguars, man. I've been saying it since we started this show. It's 99% of people are totally fine. You're going to live, right? But that 1%, there's no specific demographic. It's like, it's just something genetic, man. If you get it, you get it bad. Because this guy from the Jaguars was hospitalized twice from it. One of the Florida Gators players got hospitalized from it. So it's just like, whatever it is that has you predisposed to getting it really bad. Once you get it bad, you're like, fuck, basically. So I don't know. But hey, back to the Antonio Brown thing. I think whatever, dude. It's cheap. Somebody was going to sign him. You know what I mean? He wasn't not going to play. I understand the off the field stuff, but it's like after a few weeks, people are going to forget that shit, just like they always do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the election and COVID, kind of the one benefit to all this shit is some of the wokeness went away. Some of that shit just won't stick. And the Antonio Brown thing is not. It's not a actual legal trouble. I read the case. The case is weak.
It is.
It's a civil suit.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's not the only thing he got in trouble for, though. He had some other stuff where he beat up a fucking moving truck driver. There was a dispute with money. He owes a bunch of taxes. So there's other stuff going on there. It's what is it? A 7-game deal? Like whatever, dude. Let's just see what happens.
So,
and
my first thought the whole time with him was, can his head handle it?
I don't think so, man. I think
this dude's head it's fucked up.
But to his credit,
active CTE.
To his credit, and not to set the bar too low, he's gone about it ever since someone got a hold of him and was like, "Look, dude, if you ever want to play in the NFL game, you got to shut the fuck up. You got to stop tweeting. You got to lay low, or no team's going to take a chance on you." And for the past about year, he's been pretty quiet. Nothing's really happened, which is a very low bar to be like, "Oh, he just didn't say anything." But I don't know. I like it. Gives us another weapon. We'll see what happens. We're all in. We got a 43-year-old quarterback.
So time's
a ticket.
So what happens? He takes that hit like Andy Dalton took. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna and he's taken multiple of those shots.
But that's the thing. It's
that
not
probably be his third or fourth time taking a shot like that.
Yeah, but he's not going to be going over the middle, and he's not going to be getting the ball as much. It's more for the playoff run and hoping everybody stays healthy. And in case someone doesn't, if Evans or Godwin go down, now you have Brown there to take up.
So do you start him?
He definitely starts. Yeah. He's going to be a big target.
1, 2.
No. They're going to move Godwin to the slot. That's the thing. Godwin's a good receiver, but his best damage is crossing routes. So I think, and you can see it already that he's getting a lot of love. And Evans, as I kind of predicted, Evans is kind of the odd man out there, but he's still good for catches. The problem is he's still getting double coverage. You bring Antonio Brown in there in that mix. Now, who do you know what I mean? Like, do you double cover Evans?
As smart as see, that's the thing when Brady had Randy Moss was super smart, dude.
Oh, no. I know Evans is. Evans is a very cerebral wide receiver. The problem is Brady still has the arm, but he doesn't have that, like, how do you say it? Like, explosive arm. You know what I mean? Like, he can't. He can still throw it 60 yards, but it's gonna have a little loft to it. You know what I mean? Whereas with Evans and Jameis last year, it was like, I'm gonna beat this guy over the top. You throw it up there, I'll go fucking get it. You know what I mean? So it's like Evans is more of a possession wide receiver. He's just very, like, big. He runs good routes. So it's like more, I don't know. I think if you need a first down, you throw it to Evans. You know what I mean? But Gronk is kind of that way. So it's like, obviously Brady's going to throw to him more.
Week too, man.
Yeah, dude, Gronk last 2 weeks has looked like Gronk of old. It's scary, man.
But it's kind of.
He is, but the thing for me is, like, let's reel it back a little bit, because you've seen it. You as a Patriots fan know.
Because he's so big, dude. People give everything they have to hit
exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I saw it in New England in the past. Like, let's slow it down, keep him healthy. You know what I mean? We don't need that right now. Some of these routes, and he's been getting tackled hard as fuck. He's already banged up, his shoulder's messed up, but let's move on. We got one more question, and then we'll get right into the episode here. So this one just came in about an hour ago. I didn't really have time to even think about it, but with Halloween coming up, what is your favorite Halloween costume you dressed up as a kid? And you guys seem to party a lot. Used to, not anymore. Do you have any crazy Halloween stories? What about you? I'm so sorry, dude. What's your favorite Halloween costume as a kid?
Fuck, dude, I can't even remember dressing up. If I had to say, it was like when I was 5 and my gay uncle like fucking sewed us a Power Rangers fucking thing, dude. That's all I can remember.
Let's see. I know one year I was like a Ninja Turtle, like legit Ninja Turtle. That was dope. I remember being Power Rangers a few times.
I remember in college, I think it was you and Omar being Tropic Thunder.
Oh yeah, that was good. The shorts basketball outfit.
Jive motherfucker.
That was funny because that was like a party. Our the apartment above us was having a party, and it was like these 2 chicks, and they invited us like that day. They're like, "We're at a party tonight," and me and him were like, "Fuck, we don't have outfits," so we just went there. We're like, "I guess we're gonna be gay basketball players."
Shit.
As far as Halloween stories, I got a good story that my friend told me. He went to a Halloween party and he got really drunk and he like slipped. He was going down the stairs of like this apartment complex and he was hammered and he slipped and hit his head, like knocked him out. And when he woke up, like he was like all hazy, and he woke up, and this guy was like over him, like waking him up. And he woke up, and it was a guy dressed as Jesus. And he was like, "Am I dead?" Like,
The reason
So-
I don't have any crazy Halloween stories either in college, that's the Florida fucking Georgia. game.
Georgia. Yep.
So you're
Yep.
usually always going to Jacksonville. You're missing any of the Halloween shit.
I remember one year it was on Jackson, or on Jacksonville. It was on Halloween. The one year that was dope.
Yeah. Or even after college, I was going to that music festival, Halloween, and that was fucking crazy, dude.
People dress up for that, right?
Oh yeah. This one
Yeah.
dude, speaking of Jesus, he had a fucking he was dressed like Jesus, but he had a Packers cheese head on, dude. Jesus Christ, dude. It's fucking great.
Solid. That's solid.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys for emailing in. If you want to email us in and be on the next episode, podcastscam@gmail.com. It's much appreciated, guys. And keep on bringing them in. Tell us some crazy. It doesn't even have to be sex stories. It can be whatever you want it to be. But let's hop right in here. So right off the top here, I want to talk about this. We kind of touched on it with Tom Brady a little bit. But let me tell you something that's pretty fucking nuts. So it seems like literally no matter where Tom Brady is in the country, he might be magic, he might be a witch, I don't know. But everywhere that he's ever lived, he just brings winning to that town, right? So he was born in 1977, right? 1979, born in 1977 in the Bay Area. In 1979, the 49ers draft Joe Montana. 1980, the Oakland Raiders win the Super Bowl. 81, the 49ers win the Super Bowl. 84, the 49ers win the Super Bowl. 88, 49ers win the Super Bowl. 89, 49ers win the Super Bowl. 89, Oakland A's win the World Series. 94, 49ers win the Super Bowl. All right. 1995, he goes to college. He moves to Detroit.
Michigan.
Yep. 1995, Red Wings win the Stanley Cup. 1996, Red Wings win the Stanley Cup. 1997, Red Wings win the Stanley Cup. 1998, Michigan wins the national championship. 2001, Red Wings win the Stanley Cup. 2001, he moves to New England. 2001, Patriots win the Super Bowl. 2003, Patriots win the Super Bowl. 2004, Patriots win the Super Bowl. 2004, Red Sox win the World Series. 2007, Red Sox win the World Series. 2007, Patriots win the Super Bowl. Or no, excuse me, Patriots go 16-0 and lose in the Super Bowl. 2008, Celtics win the championship. 2011, Bruins win the Stanley Cup. 2013, Red Sox win the World Series. 2014, Patriots win the Super Bowl. 2016, Patriots win the Super Bowl. 2018, Red Sox wins the World Series. 2018, Patriots win the Super Bowl. He moves to Tampa. 2020, Lightning win the Stanley Cup. 2020, Rays are in the World Series. So now the Patriots or
That's
the Bucks are
fucking
looking
crazy.
like the Bucks look like they might be Super Bowl bound. But how fucking insane is that? It's like every city he fucking lived in his entire life, they just win championships. It's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous.
He's also a Trump supporter, so is he Q?
Yeah. That would break the internet. It came out Tom Brady was fucking cute.
That'd be great.
I remember when that to speak on that for a real quick second. He so I don't know if he's a Trump supporter as far as the presidency, but he is friends with Trump.
Yeah. I
So
think
you
he's-
got to think, and so is Belichick, but you got to think that, yeah, it's your buddy. You're gonna vote for him. If you ran for president, I'd vote for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't mean that you're a good candidate or anything. but-
Yo, where are we moving on to?
Whatever you want to move on to.
I watched that Kanye West, Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. So the first 2 hours are pretty brutal,
Yeah.
but
He
then
makes
he
he makes
kinda
a
gets them to
few
lighten
good
up.
points. Yeah.
Well, you can tell Kanye kind of had that whole
Scripted. This is what I'm gonna
so-
say.
Yeah, celebrity, Kanye thing going on, and I mean, I get what Rogan was doing. He had to stroke his ego to kind of massage him to get comfortable, and he finally
Yeah.
did. And it was impressive. It was more impressive Rogan just
Yeah.
fucking thinking through it, dude.
You could tell a few times he was like, all right, we can't talk about that. We got to move on. Or, okay, I don't really want to get into this because you sound like a lunatic. Or even at times he was sounding crazy. Credit to Joe Rogan for not being like, what are you? Because some other guests, you'd be like, what are you talking about?
Well, okay, so in the last hour, he makes quite a few jokes about like, yo,
I didn't get
how-
that far.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
No.
that's when it gets pretty good because he's like, he goes, how can you even get questions off of what I'm saying right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he goes, this is probably the most competent thing I've said this whole fucking interview. Like he does
Yeah.
that quite a few times in the last hour. So it's like, all right,
He gets it.
he gets how crazy he looks, but he's just spouting this shit. But I mean, he is all over the fucking place, dude.
Yeah. I think that I stopped listening when he was talking about. Do you remember when he was on TMZ? Or you watched it? But all right, so in the interview, he talks about this time where he was on TMZ and he said slavery is a choice, and he tried to like backpedal that and be like, "That's not what I meant. I meant with the recording labels that slavery, you have your choice to sign the contract." And it's like, that's not what you meant, bro. That's not what you meant. You know, that's not what you meant. You're just trying to twist the words around to make yourself sound better because there's no argument. There's no argument for that. That's just a bad fucking argument. And then I was like, okay, so this is all bullshit then. And then he said something else. My favorite thing was he's like, it's like you're a fallen angel because even the devil's a fallen angel. And it's like almost like you're, something of angel, like you're a lost angel, like Los Angeles. And he's like, thought he made like some clever fucking point, which he's said to friends before and they've been like, oh, whoa, this is a genius. And Joe Rogan's like, well, that just means the angels in Spanish, but whatever.
That's the thing that killed me about Rogan. He's like, well, you are a visionary, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, come on, Rogan. I mean, yeah. Has he done some dope shit? Is he creative? Sure.
Yeah, 100%.
But, is he going to save the free world like he says?
Absolutely not.
I mean, I give Kim Kardashian a better chance of it.
Yeah. I mean,
I once heard David Letterman interview. She's going to law school or semi-law school, apparently.
Yeah, her version of law school. I mean, no, I didn't credit. And like people have given her credit before. Getting all those people out of jail. Regardless of if you like her or dislike her, that's a cool thing to do and respectable thing to do. The last thoughts on Kanye. I just think that he was a lot more competent than I expected. He's not as crazy as I thought. He just has like a rich person's sense of like what's going on in the world.
Fuck.
Exactly. He's not like, he doesn't realize. That's the thing. He's not. There's definitely something wrong with his brain, but he's not that lost. He's he's untethered from society. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't get what the world is really like, and he's in this rich person fucking bubble where he's just like, I don't get it. Why can't I be president? Donald Trump did it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and the classic problem with all those rich people, dude, is they just who do you get to say no to you ever?
Yeah, exactly.
Or challenge you on anything ever.
All of his friends, everybody around him, they're just a yes men. Exactly. So
it'd be fucking nuts to live in that world.
That'd be awesome to live in that world. That'd be awesome. Real quick, I want to show you something because I had to see it, so now you do. So let me see what you think about this here. There's no sound. There is sound, but I'm not going to play it because it's meaningless to what you're about to see. Ready?
I'm ready.
This guy's on a top rope doing some backdoor wrestling. Oh, baby. Oh, no.
What, did he just land on his face?
You didn't see what happened?
It kind of shorted out.
Okay, hold on. Let me rewind. All right, so he's going up the top rope. He's going to do a little backyard wrestling stunt here. Watch his legs.
Oh!
They're like jelly. Oh, no.
Anybody here a doctor?
Oh,
no.
Dude. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I can guarantee you nobody's a doctor there.
Oh, no. Look how loose they are. That sucks.
He's got them Gumby legs.
Oh, man.
That's good.
Yeah, that's... The other thing is, what kind of move was he trying to do? He just landed. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm just happy he's moving, dog.
Yeah, true too. I'm just happy they didn't break off. You know what I mean?
It's the only way to stop COVID, dude, is fitness.
So the story when we recorded last, a story had come out. We didn't really talk about it. But there's a story that the CNN, actually, we joked about it a few episodes ago. Like, what happens if you show your dick on Zoom? Well,
I'm glad you're bringing this up.
The staff writer for the New Yorker, and he's a chief legal analyst for CNN, Jeffrey Toobin, he's in a little bit of hot water because he didn't realize his Zoom call was live, and he literally walked in to the Zoom call, dick out, just hanging. This fat, sloppy, hairy fuck, just dick just hanging out.
Is there a leaked video of it? I want to see the video.
There's not a video of it, but I do have this screenshot that I will share with you. And it's great because the longer you look at it, the better it gets. Not for his dick, but for all the For all the people around you, just looking at their faces. So that's what it looks like.
Oh!
This dude down here just left. This guy had to get up from his fucking computer chair.
Look
These
at
two can't believe it.
the black chick's just.
I know, she's
laughing,
like-
dude. No, not her. The
Oh,
middle
her.
one. She's
This chick's
cracking
like, get the fuck out of here, you know? So there he is, just hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
up. Jesus.
Hanging out in more ways than one.
In that situation, do you think size matters? If you had a bigger dick, the blow. Back?
No, I think that at least if it was, at least you wouldn't be getting made fun of quite as bit. It'd be like, it wouldn't be Jeffrey Toobin showed his hog.
You don't think
on
if he had
camera.
a fucking hog?
That's
It's
what I'm
like, yo,
saying.
This guy came out with his dick out, but yo, he had a fucking big dick. dude.
That's what I'm saying though.
I think it would kind of shade the conversation.
It would. The story wouldn't be like that. This schmuck Jeffrey Toobin shows his hog on camera. It would be Jeffrey Toobin got a piece on him. You know what I'm saying?
Like fucking what's his name? Tyga or whatever, right?
Yeah, exactly. It'd
Uh-huh.
have been like, look how cool this guy is, but he's an idiot. You know, not the other way around. This was more just like, what is
Man, this dude is butt naked, dude. I thought he was like sitting down and like
He just
started
pulled it out or something, or maybe
Yeah.
he was in
Not
some,
to
you know,
say that makes it any fucking better.
or he has some he has what do you call like biking shorts on and it just kind of slipped out and he didn't realize.
Yeah.
Nah, dude. He was
Right.
he was
Butt
just
naked.
like, I wonder if he like didn't know the camera was on or
Oh,
like
for sure. They
what's
said
the
right,
other
they said he right after that it ended and then he hopped on like he didn't know it happened.
oh shit. Could you imagine that? Be like, what's up, guys? And they're like, yeah, what is up, Jeff?
Yeah, that's exactly how it went down, dude.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah. That's why you need to get that little fucking sticky on that fucking camera, bud.
No, you gotta do something, man. Something that can't happen, bro. That just can't happen, man.
So he's gonna what did Jimmy Dore say? He's like, he said they're gonna fucking investigate it.
What's
And,
there to investigate?
he goes, how's that go? He goes, you walk in, see your hands. Turn it over. Let me see the other hand.
We got our guy.
Like, all right, investigation over.
All right, pull your pants down.
Yeah. Jesus
Um,
fucking Christ.
Or it's more just like they knock on the door, like, is your name Jeffrey Toobin? Yeah. Put your hands on your head. You're under arrest, you know? So that's
I want
I
to see a
mean,
chick flicking her bean. That'll impress me, dude. All these guys whipping their dicks out, shit's becoming old fucking news, dude. See some savage chick on there, like, oh shit, another camera's on.
as you go into town.
Yeah. Fucking
Like,
DJ
why were
dude.
you doing that in front of the camera? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Does she
Uh,
get chick get fired in that situation? It'd be sexist
Did-
not to fire
Did Jeffrey Toobin get fired?
him. No, he got suspended. That's how
Oh.
fucking corrupt the New York Times is.
No kidding.
Or New Yorker, whatever fucking
Yeah, he was the New Yorker, and New Yorker's like not even really news, but the New Yorker, and then CNN is his other.
So
place.
is that worse than Louis C.K. shit? I mean,
No, because I
at
think
least you couldn't see Louis C.K.'s dick.
well, the thing with this guy is it was an accident. You know, like legitimately an accident. I don't think he meant to expose himself to people. The thing with Louis is like, it's a weird thing. But he asked permission, right? He was asking, like, is it okay if I jerk off in front of you? The problem with the Louis
But wasn't
thing
it
is
on the phone?
No, it was in person. No, it was never over the phone. This happened in like the 90s, bro. This all just came out recently. But the
That's
problem with
Chappelle said in his special. He said it was over the phone.
no, it wasn't over the phone. It may have happened over the phone as well, but it was once it was in his hotel room, another time it was backstage in the green room at one of his shows. The problem with it, and one other time it was like it was specifically with someone that worked on the TV show with him.
Ooh,
So
that's bad.
that's the thing. All of these people were people that worked under him. So you're putting them in a situation where they like what if I say no, am I gonna get fired? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what the problem was with his.
If you
so-
say yes,
so.
we get a raise.
Yeah.
I'm in.
All right, so let's move on from all this dick talk and move right into a different kind of dick talk. Did you watch the Borat 2 yet?
No, I just seen you can get it on Prime, I guess.
Yeah, it's free on Amazon Prime. Well, I watched it. and it's not quite as funny as the first one. I think part of it is that the shock value isn't. You know what I mean? Like when that
How do
movie
people
first,
not know who he is?
you'll see. You'll see. You watch. I won't do any too many of the spoilers here, but I think part of it is when that shit first came out, we had never seen anything like that before, like
Yeah.
putting these people in these predicaments. Now that you kind of seen it, it's the same shit, and it's less of that than this one. This one's more like jokey, I guess you could say, like scripted. But the Rudy Giuliani thing is fucking great. It's so great. He's definitely some fucking old slimy fucking creep, which is,
Dude.
everyone knew that before seeing it. But so if you haven't seen it, what happens is this actress is playing Borat's 15-year-old daughter, but she's like 26. So that's kind of the problem right there. She doesn't look like she's 15, which is like a bad argument. Like she didn't look like she was underage.
Wait,
this
is
chick
she actually 15 or is she
No,
actually 26?
So I just said it's an actress that's 26 years old. So it's like she's legitimately not 15. So it's like it's one thing to be like she doesn't look like she's 15. They're like no, or it's not. She's not 15. She's 26. So she was playing a 15-year-old, and they never clearly tell Giuliani she's 15 because the way it's set up is she's interviewing him. So it's like, why would you think a 15-year-old would be fucking doing an interview? You know what I mean? She got to think she's at least 18 to have a job as a reporter. So that part of it's weird. The thing that's creepy. So the pedophile thing, it's kind of whatever. He's probably a pedophile. I don't know. But the thing that's definitely
politics at 70 and older, probably a pedophile.
Yeah. But the thing that's more evident is he's clearly a scumbag because it goes from her doing the interview to him whipping his dick out very quickly. So she's like the whole time talking about how nervous she is to interview him. And then they walk to after the interview, they're walking to like this other room and he's like massaging her shoulders and she takes his jacket off. He immediately goes to the bed and starts. There's been an argument that maybe he was taking the microphone out, like the cord that goes down your pants. I don't know about that, but it looked like he was jerking his dick off in his pants, getting ready. And then Borat breaks in and goes, "She's too old for you. She's 15." So, and he gets, the best part is that Giuliani tweeted out when this happened in July, Giuliani tweeted out, "Borat tried to get me, but I can't be got." And it's like, you definitely got.
Doesn't Giuliani have to sign off on that too?
I'm sure the way Borat does all his stuff, I'm sure that there was a way around it. I'm sure to do that. Remember, because like I told you, it was set up that she was interviewing him for some news thing, right? So it was probably like he had probably already signed that stuff when he got in the room. You know what I mean? To be on camera, and the whole place is rigged with cameras. So they're very clever. I've seen interviews with Sacha Baron Cohen. He's very clever with that kind of stuff. The way he does the bits and whatnot. It's so weird because he's very distinguished and very intelligent guy. These characters he plays are outrageous.
That one picture you sent me, was
yeah, we won't say that one on here, but
rolling.
Yeah, this like I said, it's not that this one's
stereotype.
Yeah, it's not that this one's not funny. It's still very funny, but it's just not quite as good as some of the other stuff. You can tell it's rushed and thrown together too. He seems like he filmed it like right when coronavirus started, so it wasn't taped that long ago. But there's a good little bit with Mike Pence too. That part's pretty funny. My favorite thing of it though is this tweet that someone uncovered. Right, so I guess I'll spoil it. It's been out for a few weeks now. So Sacha Baron Cohen, he goes to a Mike Pence rally at this hotel, and he's like, everyone knows what I look like from the first movie, so I have to wear a disguise to fit in, right? I got to wear something that I'll just look like everyone else at this Pence rally, right? So he walks in full fucking KKK outfit, right? And he's walking through the lobby like this, like waving to people and stuff in the full fucking KKK outfit, right? But check this out, right? This tweet from March 2nd when it happened, it says, Gaylord National and Marriott have been silent about an incident this weekend where a KKK was captured at their establishment. We asked for a public statement and the hotel position around racism be addressed. Call and demand a statement to be released in America. This is the Black Lives Matter DC, right? It was fucking Borat. That was him filming the movie. So,
all this shit started because of Borat.
Yeah, all the riots. But I was like, how is that not a bigger news story though? That fucking a guy in full KKK outfit was at the fucking Trump rally or the Pence rally. But
Probably because they started bouncing around. It was like, yo, shut the fuck up. That's Borat, dude. Like, don't.
yeah, that's true too. That's true too. But that part, yeah, that's pretty funny stuff.
Good shit.
So also rolling through the Twitter sphere. I don't even know if I want to give this person fucking promotion, so maybe I shouldn't say her name. It's this woman. She's a I wouldn't say she's a public figure. She's a writer for a website. She lives in California. She's pro MAGA. She's of Hispanic origin. I don't know how to say it. She's Hispanic. And she hates she hates the MLB because it's run by Jews, according to her, right?
Okay.
Every night
Everything.
every night of the World Series, she's tweeted out some fucking anti-Semitic fucking comment, right? It's like, however you feel, dude. You're a public figure. You can't fucking talk like this. But so here's one of her tweets. I mean, are MLB Jews going to suddenly pivot away from their agenda of engineering non-American degenerate heroes through the postseason and World Series and selling losers as winners so that baseball can be played again? That's not a bad degenerate gamblers should take. That's not a bad degenerate gamblers should take. By the way, I'm looking forward to Curt Schilling's Hall of Fame speech. Curt Schilling, famous very far Republican, MAGA, all that.
I don't care what it is, dog. He won that fucking World Series. Dog.
He did. He sure did. That bloody sock.
Exactly. What color was that sock? It was red.
It was red. Oh, there was one really bad one I'm trying to find right now. Oh, so she's Hispanic. The Dodgers are run by two Jewish guys, Caston and Friedman. And this is what she said. Jewish Caston and Friedman's crippled and tattooed Julio Urias, which is a pitcher for the Dodgers, is an embarrassment to the Mexican community. That's how MLB Jews want to represent Mexicans. A four-eyed cripple with tattoos? No thanks, degenerates. But they're going to force him as a hero anyway. It's like, this is like the fifth best pitcher on the team. No one he's not a hero. He's just some guy on the Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? And because he has tattoos and glasses, he's a four-eyed cripple. Like, what are we talking about? So,
I don't know. There's a lot going on in that tweet.
I know, man. She hates Jews. She hates baseball for being Jew.
And all of it's still up, huh? She's not suspended.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. And she, like I said, she's like a major part of this web. She's a writer for this website.
She's pro MAGA and she's pro MAGA. Right?
She's pro MAGA, yeah. And she's I mean, she has 12,000 followers on Twitter, so I mean, people are into it. So let's see what this website's all about. I didn't actually look. No, it's like a Republican fucking bullshit website. Just like, I mean, like,
shit.
I can't even. Some of these fucking things are ridiculous. Like, oh well. So what else you got? What's going on with you?
Not much, man. The apocalypse has ended. We're going into the white apocalypse instead of the red apocalypse. Now we got a bunch of snow.
That's good. Yeah, because that sounded a little racist at first. I didn't know what you were talking about. The white apocalypse is among us. It's coming.
Yeah. What with the red then, dude?
I don't know. Trump? I don't know.
Yeah, right. It's just fucking orange. No,
the orange apocalypse.
Up until about 30 minutes ago, you would have thought I was actively trying to be homeless.
Yeah.
Showering, eating like a degenerate. I gotta clean myself up for you guys.
Well, we appreciate it. I'm doing the opposite. I haven't shaved or showered in about a week. So
definitely haven't shaved. I'm still considering growing it, but mine doesn't get long. It just gets fucking.
I wish mine got like that. Mine gets all fucking long and fucking like look, it looks like a people hair. Like our hair on your head. People hair.
Yeah, it's fucking alien or something, dude.
Yeah, if you have curly hair, you're not a person. That's what I meant. Well, yeah. So what you're referring to is the wildfires there with all that snow you guys got in Denver. Kind of got it under control a little bit.
The fucking Stanley Hotel where they filmed the fucking The Shining. Almost burnt down. Almost burnt down.
That's crazy, man.
But they saved it. So
did anybody die? Do people die in the wildfires? Did they get out in time? How's that work?
It was pretty nuts going down the mountain. As soon as they said it hopped the Continental Divide, I was up in Estes Park, which is like this town at the top of the fucking mountains, basically. And I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, dude, before this shit gets stuck somewhere. And sure enough, as I'm going up, it's like, I mean, dude, it had to have been like 50 to 60 cop cars just zooming up the mountain. And they just go house to house and say, you can't say you got to go home, but, you know, you got to go somewhere. You got to get the fuck out of here. I guess they had a Red Cross shelter like in some other town or some shit. But
I always wondered, like, with those wildfires, like, it's very possible because I mean it does happen quite a bit, but it's very possible it could get completely out of control. And it's just I get to a point you just can't stop.
70 football fields a minute. They said it was moving. It was nuts, dude. When we were on top of that mountain in Rocky Mountain National Park, as it was like coming in, I mean, you couldn't see shit, and it went from, you know, some sunlight to nothing.
Yeah.
And then we're just looking at these elk just sitting in the fucking woods. They're just like sitting down, like chewing grass and shit. Like this fucking thing just blazing over the mountain. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, all that destruction. Pretty cool stuff.
Hey,
it does look cool. No, I get what you're saying. It does look cool.
While, that's for sure. But it was nuts.
Yeah. What are you watching right now? Anything interesting? I know you had a long weekend.
I watched I watched some of David Letterman's fucking My Next Guest.
I don't like those. I tried to watch those.
You know, it's funny. I was pondering. I was like, this is weird. This is the last like true networkish bullshit that I can actually watch.
Yeah. I still think it's too much. It's too.
He's you know, he can be what he wants, but he's so blinded by this presidency that he tries to like trap. He tries to get everybody to talk about it. It's like they don't want to talk about it.
Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to hear it, man. People don't want to hear about it anymore either.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna do. I purposely did not bring up anything about the debates or the election coming up because it's just so fucking.
We're just so close though.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. Next episode it'll be like right before the election, so we'll talk about a lot of it there. But I'm just tired of it, man. I want it to be over. That's the thing. I think that like,
it's just the beginning.
I know. It's
something to get challenged. I think just like fucking Bush and Gore and shit.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be one of those. It looks like a lot of people did early voting, which is good, but it looks like it's going to be close, man. And I think that I think Trump has a pretty good strategy for winning the Electoral College, and I think that he's going to win again. I don't believe the polls.
I don't believe the polls. It's too much.
The only thing I'm putting any stock into is the early voting numbers.
And who are they calling, dog? Who are they call? Who gets these calls?
I know. Well, it's not always. Sometimes it's people right when they leave the voting booth. But they only. I watched this thing about those poll numbers. It's only 1,000 people, and a lot of times it's in communities that are biased. So it's like, of course, it's going to be that way, you know. So
yeah, exactly.
The only thing I'm taking into stock is the early voting numbers update every night, and I've been following this guy on Twitter who's at least for Florida here, Biden is up by a lot, and it's crazy because Republicans are known to be the ones that do the early voting and do the mail-in voting more so than the Democrats, and he's up by a lot. So that should indicate that he's going to win Florida.
Said already 47 million people voted.
I know, that's nuts. Which is like a third of the voters.
It's like half.
Yeah. Well, I think
Hillary won the popular 50.
Well, no, 50. I know, but the thing is, they said in 2016 it was one of the least amount, like the lowest amount of people voted. It's usually close to 150 million people vote.
That.
So
totally believe that.
Yeah, I mean that's how I felt. I was like, "Fuck, I don't want to."
Oh, me neither. I didn't vote.
I'm not voting this one either. I just don't. I don't like either candidate. I think that
I'm writing Kanye.
But this is gonna be maybe some people won't like this
because I want to vote down ballot.
Yeah, there's nothing here. There's nothing here in Florida that's for me that I care enough about to go out and do. I didn't register. I was just like, I don't really care that much this year.
Well, you know,
until they bring that gambling shit back, dude. I'm good right now. So
yeah, how long before that goes nationwide?
Should be nationwide already, man. It doesn't make any sense. Just like weed should be.
Gamble on everything. There should. When I'm playing NHL, there should be a gambling tab.
Yeah.
To my credit card. I was thinking that. How long before that comes out? It's coming.
Yeah. You already see it with like these these major sports these major sports like ESPN and Fox and stuff, they put the lines on the thing that goes across the bottom now, which they used to not do. So
You fucking bet some dude online, fucking credit card rejects it, shows up at your house.
He sends his bookie after you. One more thing, and let's get out of here. We asked you a few episodes ago, do you still think Trump wins?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I do. It's just going around town, even in this. Well, I wouldn't say it's liberal. It's actually Colorado's pretty fucking down the middle.
Yeah,
because you got the farmers and then you got the urban centers.
Same for Florida, pretty much.
But yeah, that's
famously Democratic, but that's just because of the amount of.
Tell everybody, Republicans on the outside, the center's Democratic.
Yeah,
because all the beach houses and shit, you know.
Well, even what you call Rogan brought up a good point. This was a while back when he was talking about it. He's like, for whatever reason, the areas that are like considered more intelligent vote liberal. It's like the educated people vote liberal, which is not that doesn't make any sense to me, because it seems like if you're higher educated, you would be a Republican voter because you usually would have a better job, and if you make more money, you should vote Republican. If you make a shitload of money, there's no reason for you to vote liberal.
I think we're in such a paradigm shift, though, of like the internet.
Oh, you're taking Kanye's word, huh?
Fuck him. I was using it before him.
He said that. That was so funny. He said paradigm shift, and he stopped and he goes, I like using that. That's a word I use a lot. I came up with that. And it's like, no, you fucking didn't.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. He was also like, I mean, he couldn't have sucked Disney's cock more than anyone.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. He kept bringing him Disney.
He knows where his bread's buttered. So.
Is that where it's buttered? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, Disney owns everything.
Yeah, that's true. But that's one thing I don't like about the educated people is they think they literally think they are like better than everyone, and that's
yeah.
And I feel like it used to not be like that, and now
it did. It was. You're right. It wasn't like that. People are just listen. Where the world is right now, there's so many shitty fucking people. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I feel like we're turning into aristocrats and then the peasants, dude. It's neo-feudalism. That's what it is.
Well, the problem is both sides are shitty in different ways, though. It's like, do you want the shitty people that
but on the rich
down to you?
They're all on the same page on that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're a Republican, but it's like, yo, I make $300K a year. It's like, well, he's not so bad. You know
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're a Republican and you make under 100K, it's a little different story. You're a piece of trash. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I'm just a little tired of the news cycle with all this shit with Trump, man. It's just it's wearing on me, and I think it's wearing on other people too.
What do they do if he loses? I'm like, what are they going to talk about? I honestly almost want Biden to win just to see what happens regarding that.
Oh, that'll be huge. That's the thing. You say that. We talked about this before too, but it'll all be. They'll find something to talk about. They always do. Now that's the thing. If Trump loses, it's just going to be everything's Biden's fault for the next 4 years. It's going to be anything that goes wrong.
I don't think they criticize him at all.
I think you're.
Remember what they're talking about Obama?
I think you're totally wrong,
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They found something to fucking talk about. They found something to shit on him about.
But at least the shit they bitch about with Trump, it might hold some validity and actually move the country forward.
Yeah.
Obama's tan suit ain't moving the country forward, dog.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. They will find something to bitch about.
And I will say this one thing, dude, with Trump, that he's the first fucking president in a long time not to get us into a war, which is nuts. Probably 50 years.
Some of that stuff, though, is like, I mean, if he gets voted again, he has 4 more years. Some of that stuff is, I think that as time goes by, I think that we should see less and less war, like we're used to seeing. But at the same time, with our country, is that's where we make the money. That's how we make the most money, is going to war. Those companies that get the contracts,
stealing it.
But not only that, it's like, I don't even know where I was listening to, what I was listening to or watching, but it's like after 9/11, like Halliburton, that company, they got these contracts to rebuild Afghanistan. It was like billions of dollars, trillions of dollars to rebuild that place we just fucking destroyed. It's like
they built a hydroelectric dam in fucking in Iraq, dude. Where's our dam?
Yeah.
And they had to make a contract with the Taliban just so they wouldn't blow it up. It's like, what kind of fucking upside down world?
Doesn't make any sense, man. But that's where the money
Zero
is,
sense.
man. So we'll see. Bitcoin is booming right now. Went down a little bit today, but hopefully that keeps rising.
Bitcoin to the moon, baby.
Yeah.
That's how your boy gets pulled up out of this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm telling y'all, all y'all can suck my dick, dude.
If it hits 100K, you'll never see me again. I'll be out of here.
You're right.
And on that note, let's get out of here. Yeah, next episode we'll have the picks later this week, but next episode it'll be mostly about the election and whatever other crazy shit happens this week. But thank you guys for tuning in. If you made it this far, do us a favor, subscribe to the channel. It's right below you. 2 words, Scam Podcast.
Do it fucking now.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, scam_podcast.
Get that chick to come choke you out.
It's really important though that you follow us though, man, especially on Twitter at scam_podcast. You can see as soon as the show goes live. You can follow us. You can follow...
I'm not doing anything.
Follow me home and beat the shit out of me. That could be one of the weird fetishes. Follow us on Twitch, scam_podcast.
I think I might be gay, dude. Woke up, some dude beat the shit out of me last night.
Like, does your asshole hurt?
What is that, Rob Riggle? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's Rob Riggle.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But thank you guys for tuning in. We are going to get up out of here and see y'all later.
See you.